Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of the Final Fantasy Adventure. Last episode, our hero Draven did a lot of stuff. He escaped from the gladiator ring of the evil empire. He managed to find this girl, Badger, and he managed to track down Bogard, a knight who fought in the old Man of War. Bogard gave us a mattock there, and once Bogard gives you the mattock, you can buy more mattocks at any time at any item shop. And he said, hey, you need to get Badger to Cibba. He's another knight who fought in the Man of War, the previous Man of War. And you need to talk with him because Badger here, she has the same pendant that the woman who allowed the good guys, the Gemma Knights, to defeat the Wendel Empire in the last Man of War. She has the same exact pendant. So he says, you know, hey, you need to go find Cibba and he'll help you find out what to do. So Draven used his mattock now to cross the through this cave that's blocking the way toward Wendel. But as he goes there, I'm going to be putting up these enemy stats that I didn't do in the last episode. So we had mushrooms before. And then now we have the goblins. Now we have the rabbits there. Shows what their experience is, how much gold they give, and if they drop an item or not. So, like I said, some enemies though will drop 2 items, but I will list both items if they do. So we just want to fight a few enemies here because once we get through the cave, there's going to be a shop, and we're going to need to buy an axe there. Not only because the axe is a better weapon than the sword, but because weapons in this game sometimes function as means to solve puzzles and overcome obstacles in the overworld. There are trees that sometimes will be in the way. In order to get past those trees, we're going to need an axe to cut them down. Sort of how we need the mattock here to cut down, to chop down these blocks. So just go to our item menu, select mattock. Now that's mapped to our B button. So now you just put the B button and you'll swing out the mattock. Like I said, there's 7 uses of it. A use only counts if it hits something though. So that could be an enemy, a treasure chest, a rock, or in this next room here, there are these pots. In some dungeons, you're going to have to break pots because staircases are hidden under them. So, mattock's going to be really, really important. So, luckily, dungeons have enemies that drop mattocks. So if you're ever stuck and you don't have any, you run out of mattocks while you're in a dungeon, you can just farm those enemies. There's also skeleton enemies in dungeons that drop keys. Keys are another item that you need. You might want to pick up some keys because we're going to be going into a dungeon a little bit later on. But I just gotta farm the keys that I need from the skeletons, so we need that 150 gold, because this shop here that we're going to get to is going to be the one where we get the battle axe. So I'm picking wisdom here to get that up. I'll pick wisdom next level 2, and then that way we'll be at level 6, and we'll have 6 wisdom, 6 power, and the other stats above 6, so we just, like I said, keep swapping wisdom and power, and that'll get us to 99 at the max level. One and only battle axe for only 150 gold pieces, want it? Sure. We can also sell stuff here. I'll be selling a lot of stuff. If you don't have that 150 gold, you can probably make a lot of it back by selling the iron helmet that you got that you don't equip. Remember, we de-equipped that, put the bronze helmet back on the glitched bronze helmet to get more defense. Candy's not really sells for a lot, but there's going to be enemies going to drop better stuff soon. Cure potions that heal a lot more. So, candy, we just want to get rid of that. We'll keep 1 or 2 pieces of it, just, but right now we have Badger, and Badger's going to help us, because like I said, you ask her and she heals your hit points. It's swampy ahead, be careful. There's another good reason why I want to have the axe, because there are some enemies here that are weak to the axe. Enemies, in addition to having like elemental weaknesses, some enemies have weapon weaknesses too, so these flower type enemies that we're going to be meeting in the marsh here, they are weak to axes, so you get extra damage from the axe. They can poison you, so you gotta be careful if they hit you. If they hit you, you lose hit points for a little bit, the poison status. You can get out of poison status by you just gotta keep walking back and forth between screens. That'll, before you take damage. You can use these cure potions you can find from, that you can buy at the shops, or you can find from some of the enemies that drop them. Those flowers drop them. Or you can just stand still and swing your weapon, because that'll, like, prevent you from taking poison. Keep the music changes a little bit when you get poisoned. You'll hear it. Those Mudmen right now, unfortunately, we can't defeat them right now. They are strong against swords and axes, so we're going to need magic to defeat them, but we don't have any magic right now. We'll be gaining our first spell pretty soon. Then we saw a cave there that's locked. You need a special key to enter that that cave, and we'll get it a little bit later. I'm just doing some exploration here now. And we can't go further on in the swamp because these plants are blocking our way. So the game is going to force us, basically, over to the west. And there'll be a castle over there. We're going to hang out in, and that's going to be the next trigger sequence for events, story events. You notice how quicker those enemies fall with the axe. Each time they beat one up before earlier in the last episode with a sword, and they just kept going. Welcome to Ketz. Rooms ahead are occupied. Please feel free to use the western room. Okay. You can't get past this door. Why not? It's from Mr. Lee. Right. Let's go talk with these people in this room here. We've got a kid in a white mage. The mystic mirror reveals people's true colors. Yeah, so even though this isn't a Final Fantasy game, they take a lot of sprites from the Final Fantasy game here. I heard the man here threw it in a cave. See, it's like a white mage sprite here. We're gonna meet another helper soon that's gonna look like a red mage. In the Amanda, back in the Gladiator Arena, she looked like Layla from Final Fantasy II, and the guy who was there, the other Gladiator, he kind of looks like the Master Sprite from Final Fantasy I. So yeah, a lot of sprites are reused. Even though, like I said, this isn't a Final Fantasy game. So like I said, it's a mana game. Draven, what? I think you should be able to use Cure Magic. Yeah, it should help. Read this. Received the Magic Book of Cure. Learn Cure. Cure's going to cost 2 MP to cast. And it heals hit points relative to your wisdom score. The higher your wisdom score, the more it'll heal you. So that's why we're going to want to raise our wisdom as we keep leveling up, because the heal gets better. We don't get like a Cure 2, Cure 3, Cure 4 like some Final Fantasy games. Good morning. Badger's missing. Uh-oh. Where could she have gone? Better find her. Look at that guy. He's being suspicious. He turns his back on us. These people say the same thing, that apparently the Lizard's Men is to the south, and they have a key to open the Cave of Marsh, that cave that we couldn't get into earlier. And apparently the Mystic Mirror is thrown in that cave. So it sounds like we need to go get that Mystic Mirror. But first we gotta find the Lizard Men, get the key, and then we can maybe use the mirror on this guy, because he's kind of shady. He's turned our back with us and won't let us into the whole place, and he's claiming he doesn't know anything about our friend. He saw us walk in here, he told us, you know, to use the room on the left, so I don't trust that guy. But looks like the game's telling us what we have to go to the lizard nest, which is over here, down to the south here. It was where those plants made that little like U shape. Now you see, I waited until my willpower bar on the bottom there filled up entirely, and you saw I had a special attack there. With the axe, when your will bar is fully full, you can throw the axe across the screen. It does double damage. Anytime you use a weapon at full will, it deals double damage. You found the bronze key. The sword, you fly back and forth across the screen, and different weapons do different things. I'll talk about them as we get to different weapons. But we're about to get another new weapon pretty soon. So, let's finish off these things here. Cure is like I said, costs 2 magic points to use, and it's like an item. You basically go into your spells, select it, and now that is back to the B button. Unfortunately, we're going to have to map the bronze key to this door to open it. And here's a red mage-looking character from Final Fantasy. Your friend is missing. Many girls have disappeared in that place. They must be kept in the caskets at the basement. Why would there be caskets in the basement of that place? Looking for the mirror? Do you want me to help? We can say yes or no. You don't have to take him, but it's a good idea to take him. This man, because, well, he'll give you a clue when you use the ask command, and he has magic, but he doesn't have the cure magic, he has the fireball magic. And there are going to be some enemies in here that are invulnerable to our axe, so we're going to want him to be able to defeat those enemies. So some walls may be broken with the Morning Star or mattock. Those walls sound different when you hit them. Yeah, it's like Zelda 3, where sometimes you could tap your sword or your weapon against the wall, and it'll make a different sound, like a pinging sound. If that's the case, then you can break that wall with the mattock. Most of the time, though, they're pretty obvious which ones are going to be broken with a mattock, because usually the game kind of puts like a little clue there. But you can always just go tapping around the doors or download a map or watch this playthrough. So we got these evil plants here. They're kind of annoying. They can poison you, but we got that pure potion. Like I said, you can always just walk back and forth, swinging your weapon, because while you're doing that, like, the game kind of pauses. Or run back and forth through the rooms. So let's get wisdom here. I'll put our power and wisdom equal, and they'll be growing equally as we think. So as you can see, they're at the same level. Level 6, and we have 6 power, 6 wisdom, so like I said, we just rotate back and forth between those two, and our stats will end up maxing out. So because stamina and will go with either one, when we pick either one, we'll get them, so they will max out too. So there's the flying fish enemy. They can drop mattocks. They're not the main enemy though, they're just in this dungeon, but in future dungeons, the main enemy is going to drop the mattocks, or these bouncing balls, the bouncing faces, and these skeletons are going to be the ones that drop the keys. We're going to run into them both a little bit later. So there's the wall, made a little bit of a sound when we hit it, but you can tell there's something there just because of the way the rocks are positioned. You can just use the mattock, it breaks down the wall, we can head on in. We step on this ice and we slip, and we can't go back. But we just got this new weapon, so we're going to equip that new weapon, the sickle. No stronger than the axe, and it swings around in a circle. When your willpower is full, the circle is a little bit larger. And the sickle can be used to cut down plants. So not only is it going to be useful for getting through this dungeon here, but it's also going to be getting useful for advancing further in the story. So we're going to head back to the beginning. We went to the north when we first met the man down there, help our red mage friend. So now we're just going to head back to the beginning and head to the south. This is a short dungeon, which is, good because they're still, still learning the ropes of the game. But I want to grab that sickle first because it definitely helped things out. There's the red mage's fireball there. I'll just call him red mage because, like I said, he has that sprite. So there's those bouncing face orbs. They tend to drop, like I said, the mattocks. We can't defeat them with the weapons we got, but as you can see, our red mage friend, he can defeat them with the fireball. So now we have the skeleton here, and we want to farm him because we want to get keys because that door up there is locked. Keys are one-use items, but you get 4 every time you pick up a key. So yeah, the door will be locked, so what you have to do is you have to go to your items, equip the key, put it in your B thing, and then it'll reduce by 1. Now, you don't have to go this way if you want, but I'm just going this way because there's a healing pond here. So there's a chest, there's a tile there, you touch it, and a staircase appears. There's an empty chest, because if you step on that tile, when you step off it, the staircase disappears, so you gotta put that treasure chest on it to weigh it down. So yeah, it's just teaching you a little bit of a puzzle there, so. Treasure chest, as you saw, you can, an empty treasure chest, you can hit it with your weapon, Sometimes a treasure chest might end up in your way, trying to get through a door, so that's a good way to, you know, clear it out. If you do need a treasure chest, though, for solve a puzzle, and you accidentally destroy it like I did there, all you have to do is just leave the room, come back in, and you'll be good. So select power here. Now next time we'll get wisdom, and we'll have 8 wisdom, 8 power. Like I said, we'll be good to go to max out our stats. Not that you need to get to level 99 to beat this game. Like I said, around 35 is usually the normal one, but we'll a bonus episode. See, these guys are using dropping a lot of mattocks. That's nice. Here's why we need a sickle to continue on. Now, we want to go into this room. You don't have to go into this room, but we want to go into this room because defeating all these enemies will cause a treasure chest to spawn, and in that treasure chest is the Iron Shield. Like I said, shields don't increase your defensive power at all. What they do is they help block different projectiles. The boss of this area is going to be a Hydra, a 2-headed dragon. It's not a Hydra because Hydras have like 8 heads, I think. But it's like a 2-headed dragon, and it shoots fireballs, similar to the ones that the man is shooting. And the regular shield, the bronze shield that we had, doesn't block those fireballs. But now we have the iron shield. The iron shield can block those fireballs. But it's like Zelda, in that when you're using a weapon or an item, you kind of your shield is pushed off to the side, so you can't attack and block at the same time. There's a rock. Suspicious looking rock. Let's pull out our mattock. So it's good thing we got rid of a lot of that candy because we're getting a lot of drops here, so. Eventually we're gonna get a weapon, that Morning Star, but that ain't until late in the game. And once you get the Morning Star, you never need mattocks again. The Morning Star breaks down walls and pots and stuff, so. Just take out these guys, crawl along the vines, and get to the next part of the dungeon here. So there's a pure potion there. Our last pure potion, so we've got to be careful here. Let's watch those evil plants. They're the ones that, like I said, can poison you. And we're almost at the end. What's going on here? Those fish get pretty good experience for this point in the game. And we've got more of those face orbs. And unfortunately, we wanted the skeleton to drop something. But like I said, if you keep one of the enemies alive in the room, and you need keys, you can just leave the room, come back in, and the enemies will respawn as long as you don't defeat every enemy in the game, in the room. You can also do a quick save your game, then do one of those quick reloads that will reset the game, quick resets the game. So we step on that tile, we try to step on this tile, we can't reach it. We can't go down. I think you can slide down on the ice. No, the ice won't let you. So in order to solve this puzzle, you have to hit the tile on the top, then use a mattock to break that rock, come down on the side that you can walk through, and need another mattock, break down that, and there we go. And here we are, we're at the boss, so you might want to equip your cure magic. Pressing the B button will use the cure magic. And it's the 2-headed dragon. So he just moves back and forth, spitting fireballs. A good place to stand is right up here. Most of the time you can hit him as he comes across with a sickle. He's mainly going to just come across in like 3 different areas. So you can back up there. And then when he gets to the top here, he doesn't necessarily come all the way across, but if he does, just back up. So he's going to come all the way across, so just back up so he doesn't hit you. And like I said, with that iron shield, you'll be able to block his fireballs, and his fireballs won't hit you when he's below you like this. So, not that hard of a boss. Like I said, only when he gets on his level that he's a real threat. Fireballs, but your iron shield blocks them. So like I said, mainly we've been taken out from above, and the man's, the Red Wizard, his fireballs help. And he's going, and we're going to learn the fire magic right there. And we're going to get the mirror. Show it to the guy at Ket's. He'll scream and show his true colors. Alright, well thanks for the help, man. And now we have a fire spell, and we can use that then to defeat those mudmen. So we use that. Take care. See you in the next episode. We head back to Ket's. Bye.